What's up guys, Carbell here and welcome back to my channel. And today we're going to be playing with these social media icons and these wonderful animations. That means a lot of CSS going to happen. Yeah, without much ado, let's jump right into the video. So guys, if you haven't checked out the other videos, that's the video before this one. It's actually this wonderful animations here, and then also the bonus tip will happen to be this wonderful animation. So please do want to check out that video. I have links in the description below, or you can look at the right top corner here to check out the card and watch that video before you come to this one, because it's actually a build up on that video and it's very important to have some basic idea from that video. So let's get right into it. I'm going to minimize this one, have it clenched at the right side here, and I'm going to create a new CSS file. I'm going to call this one button2.css. Yay! Save it, and then instead of linking my very first, I'm going to change the name to button. Exactly, you get right. Saved it, and then let's go live. So I'm using live server as my extension. Okay, where is it? Live server. If I have it somewhere here, there's it. It makes me refresh my code automatically whenever I press save. Alright, so Control B, let me hide it. It's very important. Alright, so there's the documentation for the HTML. I explained it in the previous video. We have our section social here, social list. We have our on other list, our list item, our link, social media links, and then we have our I talking about the documentation for font awesome, which we explained in the previous video. So please, I'm begging you, check that one out and let's get to it. Okay, so then let's go to our CSS, and let me open here and copy some things I need from the previous video. Okay, it's basically almost the same thing. I'm copying from the beginning just to make the video a bit shorter. I'm copying to section social here. Let's copy that one and then let's paste. Control V, paste. Then Control B, hide the sidebar, save it, and yeah, hey, that's it. If you're wondering why it is centered, it's because I've displayed it here towards flex, and I've aligned item center, justify content center, so everything is what nicely centered here. So let's go and let's continue from here. Whatever we're doing here right now is going to be built by us. So first I'm going to call section social, not that one. Okay, then dot social list. Wondering where that name came from is because we have on other list to have a class of social list, so we call that with a dot and then that's it. So I want the social list to be having, let me say, display, no, not that first. I want the list style to be none. That means I'm getting rid of the dot that we are seeing here. Let me save it, and then the dot go away. And also I want them to be like horizontal, not vertical standing. So I'm going to say display of what? Flex. What does that one do? It makes everything what? Horizontal. That's great. The next thing is we're going to have dot section social dot social list, and then dot social link. You're wondering where that name came from too. It's here because our anchor tags, our link tags, our a tags have a class of what? Social links. We are going to start the links neatly here, and then I'm going to say first thing I'm going to talk about is display flex, and I'm going to say width of 80 pixels, height of 80 pixels, and then I'm going to say what else do I have to say? Let's save that. Whoa, okay, nice thing for text decoration. I almost always forget that one of none, so that underline goes away. And I'm going to say let's give it a background color of red first, just so that we see what we are dealing with. So this is it, and then let me add a margin of 10 pixels, save it, and boom, that's it. So then, because I set it to display flex, I could have done it inline block and then set the parent element to just align center and then line height, a whole lot of things which I don't want you to understand. But the way I want you to understand, because it's display to flex, I can say align item center, and then justify content center. So hungry right now. and everything is centered. But we want it. If you look at what we are building right now, you can see it's not a circle, but it has that nice curves around it. Yeah, sub curves. Alright, so this is how we achieve that. We use what we call the border radius. I can see border radius of, let me just give it like something like 20%, and boom, we have it neatly. Let me come here and just say plus, so it becomes bigger for you to see it. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to set the color automatically. All links have a blue color in Chrome here, so I'm going to say a color of something like dark blue or something. Let me see. Yeah, hey, that's not great. What's some color be? Whatever color I'm looking for, I'm not finding it, but let me just make this one 80 and make this one. It's connected as something I've practiced. So yeah, we want to have the color just like in a very ordinary first one. Yeah. So we have achieved that one, and then what we have next is I'm going to take the background color of red and make it white for now. No, I don't want white. I want F8. That's some nice light gray, as you can see. So the powerful thing is I'm going to add box shadow. Okay, I'm going to have two shadows, one within and one on the outside. So the first one is going to be, like I said, insert. I want 0 pixels on the X, 0 pixels on the Y, 0 pixels blur, but I want 3 pixels spread, and then I want white. So I'll just type white, hover upon it nicely, and then give it opacity of 0.75. Save it. Don't worry, it doesn't show nothing, right? That's okay. And the second shadow is going to be, I want to have 0 pixels on the x-axis. I want to have 3 pixels on the y, 10 pixels blur, and then I want black. So I just type 000, that's for black, over upon it, and give it somewhere around 0.4 opacity, and then that's it. So you can see the very nice white. The white is not even clear. Let me make it 5. Let me make it 5 so you can see the white. That's the white, and that's the nice dark shadow around. So that's 2 sets of what shadows. Maybe I'll make a tutorial in the future talking more about shadows. So you're almost done, except one thing we didn't do. We didn't set the font. We didn't set the font size. I want font size of 1.3 rem. Save it, make the font a little bit bigger, and we are almost done. Let's look at what we have for the real thing. So this is it. As you can see, when we hover on it, 2 things happen. The fonts become bigger, and then they change to the respective colors of the social media icons they're talking about. So red for YouTube, this for I think it's magenta, that color, and then blue for Facebook. So we have to also do those ones. So let's do the first things first. When we hover, we want to see the icon turn to a circle. So that, I think that will be easy to do. Before we go anywhere, let's add transition Let's add transition of 0.4 seconds, and let's save it. And let's go. So I'm going to say, let me copy all of this. I'm fucking hungry. What will I eat for today? So if I hover on it, I want to have the border radius, because that's the thing that is turning into a circle, right? So I want to have the border radius of like 50% now. When I hover, let me come back to what we are doing here. There's it. So if I should save it, not save there, I mean save in VS Code. Save here, and when I hover, it becomes a circle. Wow, so we're almost done. You're on the first one, you're working on the first one, it's actually working. Compared to the first one here, when I hover, it becomes what? A circle. But look at the shadow changes. The shadow actually does change. So let's work on that one. I'll copy the border shadow here. Copy it, Control V. I'm not dealing with insets, so I'll take away all the inset part. Hey, hurry up, better hurry up. Save it. Okay, so this I'm going to do. I'm going to make it look. I want 3 pixels here. Okay, I want this one to be 5, and I want the color to be much darker. Save that one, and that's it. That's it. Alright, the next thing we want to do is that when we hover, we want the icon to become what? To pop up, like coming to our face. Alright, and this is how we are going to do that one. Now look at something. If you look at the HTML document, the icons have a class of what? FA. All the icons, they have a class of what? FA. So with that class, I can style all the icons. So I'm going to say .fa. That's I'm calling the icons, and I want to say let me say color first of red, and let's see what happens. Color, all the colors become what? Red, meaning I'm actually styling the icons as at what? Now. So we don't want to do that. I want to give them a transition of 0.4 seconds. Save. Now this is what I want to do. Whenever let me copy all of this. Copy, Control C, and then Control V, paste it. Whenever I hover on the social media icons, I want to select my icon, my FA, that's my icons, and then I want to give them a transform. Transform, and I want to scale it up to 1.8. Yes, 1.8. Save it, and then that's it. When I hover, they pop up. All right, so we're almost done. What's left? The colors. Exactly. You guys me, you read my mind, and you saw whatever I'm thinking. So in the previous video, we looked at how we can select. We can use our sibling selector. Is it sibling? No, child selector. And let's look at how we can also implement this one in this video. Let's continue to keep learning. Guys, if you've learned anything or you are getting value from this video, please hit the like button, because making these videos is fun but not easy, and then you have to support us, of course. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to section social. It's already there for me, and I want to call my section social. How am I calling it again? Okay, my social list. Exactly, that's it. You can see my social list selected there, and I want to call my all I, but this time I'm calling the first child. So I'm using the nth child, the child selector. My first baby, my first daughter, my firstborn has to be a boy. Otherwise, now wow. Okay, so background color to show that it's actually working. Let's say red. That is it. So this is what I did. There's my social list. I selected the LI, and the LI we have one, the first LI, second LI, third LI, and fourth LI. But I want to select the first LI, so I gave it to the child selector. Okay, so this is the first child, second child, third child, and fourth child. So I selected what? The first child, what we call the child selector, nth child of 1. I explained this very well in my previous video. So if you have checked that one out, don't worry, it's okay. Someone who hasn't watched this watching so I can understand. Alright, so that's it. But that's actually not what we are looking for. We're not selecting the nth child. That's not what we are looking for. Save it, get rid of that one. What we're actually looking for is to select the link. Alright, so after selecting the first child, I want to select what? The social link. That's what I'm looking for. And then that one, I can give it a color of red. Yeah, is it red? Save it. You can see, so the first one has become what? Red. Is that what we want? No, that's not what we want. What then do we want? What then do we want? We don't want that. We want that whenever we hover on the very first child, okay, whenever we hover on it, okay, we therefore want to select the link and make the link what? Red. So save it. When I hover on it, now the link becomes what? Red. It becomes what? Red. It becomes what? Red. Man, this is crazy. So let me not make that one. Let me make it .fa. Save it. Exactly. Now it's working even better. So when we hover on the nth child, that's the very first child of. You can see that even I'm hovering on around it, because it's that child, it's actually what? Becoming red. You see, it's becoming red. It looks like a glitch. So I can even make it even better. I can just say social link. When I hover on the social link, look, I'm hovering around it. It's no longer becoming red. If I hover on the social link, then it becomes red. It looks like a very long selector. It's not complicated, it's actually that easy. So the first item of the all I, okay, from that one, then you can go to, and I select the social link in that first child. I hover on it. I want the F to become what? A color of red, and then that's it, working magically and majestically. So I'm going to, it's not red we want actually, the color for Facebook is not red. The color for Facebook is actually, we talked about that in the previous video, 3B5999, is that it? Okay, that's it. So it becomes Facebook's color. It makes sense. So let's copy this, let's make it, or we hold Alt Shift down and press it down 4 times. Then second one is what? The magenta color, which is C3 to AA3. And then social media, this one is YouTube, so YouTube is just red, yeah, my favorite color for. And then other one is 0077B5, and then let's save it up. So if I have this, yay, this something is not working. You didn't tell me that I still have my this second child, this third child, and then this fourth child. Save it, and then when I hover at rep, exactly. Tell me. Is this not great? Alright guys, thanks so much for watching to the very end. I have the links to codepen, that way you can get access to all this nice code. You can play with it, you can make it yours, you can sell it, don't sell it. You can use it for anything. Play it around and use it in your project, because that's what this channel is there for you. Thanks so much for watching to the very end. Hit the like button, okay, if you got any value out of it, and just to at least help your boy. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Subscribe. Alright, and so that I'll catch you in the very next video.